Congressman Khanna, Democrat of California, serves on the Oversight Committee. He joins me now. Congressman, lay out for us the ethical, financial, and security-related concerns with this expanding crypto empire.
Well, it's not very complicated. No elected official should have a meme coin. No elected official should have a commercial wallet. No elected official should have stable coins that they're transacting in. This is just ripe for a conflict of interest. The biggest thing you have here is UAE invests $2 billion in the Trump family stablecoin, and they make $50 million a year just on interest from that investment. Now, if they're in the private sector, that's fine, and we can figure out the regulations, but not when you're president of the United States and you're negotiating with UAE. It's just a blatant conflict of interest.
Well, speaking about regulating, lawmakers are right now looking at the Genius Act, and I have to ask if you support it, because we've heard from Senator Elizabeth Warren, and she basically thinks these regulations are weak and that a weak piece of legislation is worse than no legislation at all here. So explain for us, first explain the stable coin, why lawmakers are moving to regulate this in the first place, and if you think this act does enough.
Well, we obviously need to regulate it. I mean, there's Tether, which is overseas, which is transacting with $100 billion of dollars. A stablecoin basically allows you to transact in dollars with these tokens. And if we don't regulate it, you're going to have things like Tether that don't have the reserve deposits to match the coin with the cash reserve. So we need the regulation. The Genius Act has become better because of Senator Warren and others' advocacy. First, it didn't have any teeth to go after Tether overseas. Now it does. We need to strengthen it even further, and we need to make sure that politicians aren't engaged in trading on cryptocurrency. So overall, I do support the act, but I'm hoping in the House we're going to be able to add further provisions. If we don't have anything, what's going to happen is you're still going to have all this stablecoin trading. It's just going to happen offshore with Tether without any capital requirements.
So as people continue to raise questions around possible foreign influence, people purchasing the president's meme coin, what realistically can voters count on Democrats to do when they simply don't have the control of any chamber?
We need to be introducing legislation and putting people on record, banning meme coins for elected officials, banning the holding of stable coins, banning selling NFTs. I mean, look, just like the stock market is a healthy thing, but we don't want members of Congress trading stock. We don't want them trading cryptocurrency. I mean, it's not very complicated. And we need to separate that from the fact that you do have stable coins that are a valuable thing if they have the proper regulation. And America should have that regulatory framework. And I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to have that regulatory framework. Without that, you have much bigger risk to the capital markets.
Can I quickly get your take on what's about to happen with this big, beautiful bill and Elon's apparent public split from the president on this right now?
Well, I've known Elon for 15 years. I had predicted that he'd get frustrated after 4 months. He wanted to cut spending, but they weren't going to cut defense. And they added $150 billion. Now he's calling them out. $3.8 trillion added to the deficits. President Biden's budgets were much more fiscally responsible. Ray Dalio is saying that the bond markets are going to be in crisis, given what this is. And my hope is that Elon will also speak his mind against the blanket tariffs. Jared Bernstein was absolutely right in his previous point. And Elon, I know, believes these blanket tariffs are bad. And I hope he's going to speak against this ban on foreign students, the pause on foreign students. He was one of them. And the anti-science agenda, the cuts on National Institute of Health funding and the cuts to the clean energy tax credit. So my hope is that more of his true beliefs are going to come out that he's held in.
Well, it will be interesting, Congressman, if we start seeing more Democrats find common ground with Elon Musk in the next couple days. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you, Antonia.
Still to come.